Alright guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So today we're going to be testing out Grasp Riven in Season 12 and we're going to see if this is actually worth playing with and seeing how good this is. It's going to be my very first impression in Season 12, you know, seeing how good this is, so
How should I proceed?
let's find out. So the setup we have is Grasp, we got Shield Bash, Bone Plate, Overgrowth, Nullifying Orb, and we got Transcendence. And if I can mention this too real quick, I got Bone Plate. I should have had Second Wind, but
Unnecessary strife.
whatever. This will do fine. So yeah, we're currently facing off for Rumble. And it's honestly not that bad of a matchup. It's just mostly being patient and waiting for power spikes. Now, one thing I can already mention about the Grasp build, even though that this is my very first game playing with Grasp in Season 12, I already know that this is going to be a great rune page to play with because, let's be honest, like Season 11, Season 12, in terms of runes, not that much have changed at all, like aside from, you know, other stuff like lethal tempo and a few other things. So I can already say for certain, like, this is going to be a good rune page. But the question has always been the same. Is it actually worth changing Conquer to Grasp? That's always been the problem. You know, Conquer has always been too good. Like, way too good of a rune. To just swap around. Right? And Grasp is, like, also a good rune. You know, same thing with Electrocute. It's the exact same story. Electrocute in itself is excellent. It's amazing. But, is it worth, like, changing that for Conquer? Not really. Like,
Choose
no.
your own path.
Alright. Well, this Rumble is about to die very soon because there's a Hecarim at the river. Oh, it seems like he's going to place a ward down. Okay. Okay.
My hands are stained.
So, the trick with Grasp, the way how this is being played is quite simple. The difference between Conquer and Grasp is that Grasp, you have to stay in combat with the creeps to make it useful. So in theory, all you have to do is just stay in combat, whether you take damage or auto attacks. It doesn't matter what you do. You can consistently keep your Grasp proc up, and whenever you trade, you can just, you know, proc it. Talent's currently in mid. Cool. This guy's dead. 2, 1. And you're dead. Bye. So yeah, like I said before, like, this matchup requires patience. That's pretty much all it is. You know, Rumble is a champion that constantly pokes you and basically bothers you all the time with lots of being annoying, you know, but if you got the patience, you just relax, chill around, have a good time. This matchup is not that hard. It's mostly just chilling. In worst case scenario, if the Rumble is an absolute legend at playing Rumble, which no one knows, like, I've never seen a single good Rumble player in history. The good Rumble I saw was 4 years ago, I think, when Rumble was OP. I've never seen a Rumble player, like, playing perfectly. Yeah, if you don't see a perfect Rumble player, then it's just the patience. If it's a really good Rumble player, though, it's going to be very hard. It's going to be challenging, but I never see those Rumble players.
How should I proceed?
Let's place a ward down here. Okay. We stay in combat with the creeps, so we can consistently have the Grasp proc up at all times. Just hit the autos. Be as efficient. If Rumble was smart, though, he could have, like, mixed up, like, a few autos in between. But at the same time, that would give him, he would receive more damage as well, so... Okay, you're dead. You have no flash. Oh, he does have flash. Okay. For some kind of reason, I was thinking that he didn't have flash. Okay. And that's gonna push into the tower. So let's get like one play before we go back though. And now we go back. So now we go for Kindle Gem. Just giving it like a little bit of quick advice for goredrinker guys. I've recently had like a lot of questions for people asking, you know, when to go for pickaxe and when to go for Kindle Gem. This is actually very simple. If you are hard snowballing the matchup, you are in a very easy matchup, or a matchup, you know, you can hard snowball, or you are already ahead, I mean, that's where you go for pickaxe. But if you are facing off a matchup that is hard, or where you do average at most, or where you need your shields to come up at more times, that's where you simply go for Kindle Gem. So it's mostly going to be you going for Kindle Gem every game. You know, it's consistently better than rushing pickaxe, because Kindle Gem provides, you know, for the amount of value, provides health, ability haste. Like, those two things are impressive, like, great early game. Start hitting my grass proc again. There we go. Rumble should be here any second. Just gonna all in him. Look how far he's standing away. A champion that is supposed to like bully top laners out of lane. You know, Rumble is specifically designed for that, but this guy is standing like 30 feet away from us. You know, he's losing lane too hard at the moment, so he can't really walk up to us anymore. We can just fall for free now. I kind of want to like zone Rumble out of the laning phase so he doesn't get XP anymore. But that would also mean that I'm going to tank up like a lot of damage, because he can just throw his E onto me. So I can't really do that, but he's gonna go for the cannon. There we go. Okay, well, you're still dead. There you go. Oh, wait a second. Oh, my stun was like half a second. Oh, you gotta be serious though. Like, that was so close. That was like plays imperfection, but I had to like deal with the abilities. I had to like deal with my cooldown, because it was still way too high. Alright, we got this one. Now we have Iron Spike, so we're getting pretty close to my item. Let's go back here. This wave is going to push on towards me. So far with my grass, we use it about 9 times, which is not that much, you know. But the reason why is because we never get to like... We never get to trade Rumble. Like, all we have is we either like all in or we don't, because this Rumble is playing way too safe at the moment. So we don't really get to proc it that much, unfortunately. I really hope to like proc my grasp a lot more this game. Just gonna use this E again. Okay, he's using a little CS. Sure. Well, you can't farm on our tower anymore because you're gonna die here. You can't. You're dead.
The time for talk is over.
What? He survived it? No way. I hardly believe that. He survived my ultimate there for a second. That's unbelievable. That was quite impressive.
not lost.
More plates. And now we take this stuff. It's gonna TP, which is fine. He does not have ultimate, so I can just take it.
To end violence.
And let's go back here. We don't have to fight him at all. We can just literally just let this the way it is. He can't freeze it out either because it's going to take too much damage anyway.
Choose your own path.
Now, 4 boots, we could have, in theory, we could have taken Mercs and it would have definitely done fine. But considering that we are like snowballing at the moment, I'm just going to go for lucidity boots, actually.
So long I've wandered.
Nice, the wave gets here. Let's push down the next wave. I think I'm probably gonna push down the wave and then look into going to the blue, to the river, and then looking to go mid. Maybe we can get kills on this Katarina because this guy is huge currently, or maybe we can at least get like 1 plate and then roam. There we go. I'll leave that the way it is. I think Katarina's gonna be here somewhere. Yep, this wave is around here. Awesome.
It must come to pass.
Once again, this Rumble will not play the laning phase against me. What is he doing? Why is he trolling? What is he doing? Is he like so mad for losing the laning phase? Or it's like, maybe it's his jungler like flaming him at the moment. What a sad person. I don't know what's going on in the enemy team, but I think that the jungler is probably flaming top lane right now. I think that's why.
Burdens of the past.
What a sad person. I know you're probably getting flamed. I understand that. Okay. But flashing, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but I think he's getting flamed on. But even if he's getting flamed on, that's not a reason to flash, to be honest. But whatever. That's my take on it. Alright, we can take the tower here, so absolutely awesome. Now we can go down to the camps and we can start snowballing on that stuff. Oh, I cancelled an auto attack. Well, he's still dead. There we go. Free kill right there. So yeah, once again, I just want to mention this, like, Grasp, I already know this is great. I already know it's going to be good because it hasn't really changed that much for, you know, between Season 11 and, like, Season 12. You obviously still have you have a very strong laning phase. You know, I'm just going to buy this. Go for this one. The difference between Conquer and Grasp is that Conquer is good at all times. Early game, mid game, late game, doesn't matter. Grasp is very strong in laning phase because if you proc it constantly, you're going to benefit more from it, you know. And that's like the difference between Conquer and Grasp and why Conquer is being played more than Grasp ever will. As long as Conquer is that strong, like that overpowered like it is now for like 2 years already, it's going to be Conquer every game. But if Conquer ever gets nerfed throughout the game, Grasp is probably going to be the main keystone for sure, because the laning phase makes you really strong. Like, the only reason why Grasp is not being played, like, right now as a replacement for Conquer is simply because Grasp to mid-late game is not that good. Because you don't get to proc Grasp anymore. You know, once laning phase is over, you all in, you're either going to all in or you're not. most of the time, you know. And that's where grasp, you can only proc it like once or twice in a whole fight at most. And that's why, like, laning phase wise, it's really, really, really strong. But like mid to late game, you're not gonna use it that much. So we can kill Katarina. This guy's dead. Oh, he's already dead. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can kill Rumble. Oh, yep. Silly toy. We can take this one. Or we can just take the wave and just backboard. Let's take a look here. Personally, I'm just going to pick up the wave. What are you doing here? Is he trolling? I bet you the whole LM team is trolling right now. This Rumble was flashing for no reason, like throughout the game. Probably because he's getting flamed by Talon, and Talon is like starting to troll right now because because of Rumble. I think they're probably both like flaming each other at the moment, and that's why Talon just runs top lane right now and just literally like runs like straight at me. You can often just tell like the emotions that the enemy team is going through when you're playing the game. Like sometimes you can just tell it. You just know if they're flaming each other based on their actions, man. Well, I got you. The only hope for the enemy team right now is Katarina. That's all they have. Let's get this camp over here. So far we proc my grasp about 16 times. Usually around this time in a pretty good matchup. Usually I have about 25 to 30, sometimes a bit more. It really depends on the matchup. You know, put me, for example, put me against a Renekton or put me against a Shen, and I'll definitely have like more than 30 procs for sure around this time. Because it's a bruiser matchup, you just keep trading consistently over and over. Let's go with... I'm just gonna go with Black Cleaver. Pretty standard. No special build. But yeah, depending on the matchup, like, that's obviously gonna change. If you're playing against... You know, if you're playing against a, for example, against Cannon, right? You're definitely not gonna go for Grasp, because you don't get to proc Grasp, like, ever. You don't. But if you're facing off a champion, for example, Shen, right? We all know the Shen matchup. You're consistently trading with autos all the time. That's where you, that's where Grasp is gonna do pretty well, you know, because you can consistently proc it like over and over. So obviously you don't want to pick Grasp into Queen or something like that, because obviously you're gonna get no procs. All right, just making this clear for a second. There's no blue anymore. Is there like anything I can take? Nice. Jinx is topside. I can see if I can kill her actually. Yep. Oh, that's gonna be the game. But yeah, once again, you kind of have the idea here. You simply want to pick Grasp into a matchup where you can proc it for, you know, anything bruiser related. That will do fine. And for the final question, like, I know you guys are going to ask this, is Grasp better than Conquer? No. Conquer is better than Grasp. It's just the way how it is. You don't change that. But is Grasp like worth playing? Yeah, sure. Grasp is pretty good. Sure. It just doesn't beat Conquer, that's all. But either way, this is Riven Toplane with Grasp. Thank you so much for watching today's YouTube video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.